Hello everyone, I'm Early 1977. Welcome back to another episode of Starpoint Gemini 2. Let's continue. So I played off camera quite a bit, and I ended up doing a lot of things, mostly just these freelance missions. And I opened up a couple of other places. I went down here for a little bit. I did not advance the storyline at all, but I ended up doing a couple of things that you haven't seen me do on camera, but I ended up doing them off camera. So what I ended up doing was, in addition to a whole bunch of those freelance missions, and as you can see, I have about 1.2 million credits at this point. I also ended up capturing a bunch of ships. So I have them in my garage. I ended up capturing a Lyra and 3 Shanghais, and the reason why I only have these two types is because the Lyra only has 12 crew members and the Shanghai only has 16 crew members, so I was able to overtake them. In this episode, I want to capture a ship for you guys on camera. I'll go through all of the necessary components and all the tips and tricks and all that other stuff to capture these ships. And the best part about capturing these ships, in addition to having them be a lot more fun than mining and trading and all that, is you get to take their weapons. So these are all the weapons that I basically took from all the captured ships. So right now I'm using an SBR2. I believe my original, I think I probably sold my original one. I think I had a regular SBR or some crappy old weapon. I don't remember. So I ended up getting an SBR2 from one of my first captured ships. So I've been using this railgun for the time being. I also have a plasma cannon called a melter. I have a Pylum 2, which is another plasma weapon. I have a melter 2. And I also have an ISIS 3, which, check out the average damage. It does 200 damage. It is a plasma cannon, and I was thinking about just swapping my SBR2, which only does 24 average damage, with the ISIS 3. My only issue would be that once you continue leveling up, so right now I'm at level 14. Once you continue leveling up, you get, where is it? Skills and perks. You get all these skill points, and I guess I just recently leveled up. So I basically ended up putting a whole bunch of skill points towards my railgun, and I'll show you what these were, and my missile, since these are the only two weapons that my ship can actually use. So I only have, railgun here and a missile launcher here. So these are the only two weapons I have, and those are the only two weapons that I've put skill points towards. And I've pretty much maxed out puncture. I don't really want to put any more points to puncture because it's only a 2% increase. So I'm not going to go any further with the railgun and the puncture. It basically just does hull damage. So I have basically right now I have a 40% chance of doing hull damage, which is pretty substantial. I also have burst, which gives me a 14% chance that I get to fire more shells in a single shot. The next one up is only a 3% bump, and I'm probably not going to do it. The other one that I used was the heavy hitter. So this is a faster reload. So this does a heavy weapon reload. I currently have it at 35%. I'm probably going to do either a faster reload on this, which is a much higher percentage, 10% difference, or I'm going to start doing plasmas. And this is the other part. Actually, I have two more here. So I have recoup spent ammo, which is actually pretty cool. It actually worked. I shot one of my missiles and I recouped my ammo immediately. So I had the same 8 missiles again, which is pretty cool. What else did I put? Straight up target shields. This is not bad. It just attacks every part of the shield, north, south, east, and west. And this gives me the damage that I deal my opponents would be added to my hull. So if I'm kind of damaged and I start using my missiles, it hopefully, I mean, right now I have a 10% chance of it happening. So anyway, these are the skill points that I've added, basically railgun and heavy hitter. I am going to start doing plasmas because what I want to do with my money is I want to buy the Philadelphia, which is a ship that has, I don't think they sell it here, do they? No. It's got 3,000 hull and a bunch more troopers, and it only costs about $2.2 million. The other ship that I was kind of drooling at was the Prowess, but that's like 6.8 million. So it's going to take me a little while to get to 6.8 million. I want to get to 2.2 million so I can buy that Philadelphia ship. But now, the other thing was, if you kind of remember, I didn't know what the perk points were and how to get them. Basically, the skill points you get every time you level up. The perk points you get every time you go or you get a new rank, and you get a new rank every 5 levels. So at level 5 you rank up, at level 10 you rank up, 15, 20, and so on. So since I'm at level 14, I had a perk at level 5 and one at level 10, and I'm going to get another perk point at level 15. What I want to do is I'm going to max out the Field Commander. The Field Commander, if you can see it, it gives your trooper strength additional bonuses, and this is the part that really helps you capture ships more effectively and quicker and better. So if you want to capture ships, put your perk points in Field Commander and max this out. So this 10% that I have now, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but it made a huge difference. So there are several components to capturing ships, and I'm going to go through all of them right now. First component is your own ship. Dry dock, right? Wait, where is it? You can't see it there. Alright, so the first component is actually your troops available. What you want is you want to max this out. So these are the guys that are going to go into the opposing ship and battle it out and hopefully capture it for you. Normally, when you hit the higher button, it just maxes out automatically. It doesn't tell you how much each guy costs, so you don't really know. I kind of did the math, and it seems that they cost about 250 credits each. So my current ship can only support 22... it's kind of, they say that somewhere, if I remember. If I can't see it, I can't see it. No, guess not. Alright, so my current ship can only support, yeah, there we go, 22 troopers. So my current ship can only support 22 troopers. Every time you come back to a docking station, you can hire new troopers. It cost me about 5,500 or so to max out my 22 troopers. We're gonna need that. That's the first component. The second component is this. The second component is the transporter. How many troopers can you transport at one time? If you see the capacity, my ship can only transport 10 at a time, whereas this one can transport 27 at a time. Ideally, you'd want, 15 to 20 at one time. The Philadelphia that I want to buy, I think, is at 20. So basically, what's going to happen is I'm going to send in 10 troops at a time. There's going to be a progress bar, and when that progress bar gets to the end, I can send in another 10. So since I have 22, I'm going to be sending in 3 waves, two waves of 10, and the last one being the last 2. So that's the second component. What you also want is this, the grappler. You're going to use this for two things. One, once you capture a ship, you're going to grapple, and you're going to tow it back to one of these stations. So you need to be within 350 range. The other reason why you'd use the grappler, and this is part of the reason, or part of the thing that kind of frustrated me initially before I started learning more about capturing ships. Basically, if you do it in an area where it's, like Planet Trinity, where there's, like 50 security ships, they will kill the pirate long before you have a chance to capture the ship. So that's one of the annoying parts about when you first start out trying to capture a ship. All these guys are just going to shoot the hell out of it, and you're not going to have enough time to capture a ship. So if you use your grappler, you will actually sort of delay or confuse the security ships, and that will give you enough time to capture the ship. The other part is I only have 22 troopers. If you send these guys straight out to capture one of the other ships, like this one, which has only 12, you might end up losing the battle, even though you send in 22 guys. Basically, what you want is to whittle down their shields and their hull to at least 50%, and then send in your troops. These guys are at 16, so in the beginning, I was never really able to even capture these guys because I never shot down initially. I never really shot these guys down. I just tried to just send my troops initially, and I always lost the battle. So anyway, that's pretty much all you need to know. I'm at Sigil because there are 3 pirate ships around me as soon as I undock. So we're going to try to capture a ship right now. So let's do it. At least they were. I guess they kind of phased out. Yep, they phased out. Darn. So, before I kind of saved the game here, there were 3 pirate ships, and now they're kind of gone. So I guess it, time took them away from me. All right, so let's go. Let's go in that area right there.
Waypoint confirmed. Affirmative. Engines on overdrive.
Let's see if we can get. Let's see if we can get a pirate by himself. Another type of mission that you can do to sort of have a chance to capture is, let's see if I can find it. Basically, the protect mission, where you have a ship in distress. Yeah, this one. So when you go to assist a marked ship, you basically you're fighting a one-on-one with the pirate, and the ship that's being shot at is there to help you. You're not gonna get 20 security ships coming and killing it. So this gives you a better chance to capture a ship too. Where is this? I'm worried that if once you capture a ship and you start towing it back to a station, you see, this is kind of too far away from all 3 stations. You can PTE, but chances are you're going to be attacked. So I kind of want to do this capture, you know, a ship near one of these bases. You're really not... I don't know if I can make it to Bordeaux or Vigo or Sigil from here. I have a feeling I'm going to be attacked pretty soon. As soon as I get the ship, I'm going to be attacked. You know what? Let's give it a shot. At least you get to see about the capturing. Let's see if we can kind of get this done and see what happens. So, ooh, heads up. Let's see if we can do it. So basically, it's just going to be one-on-one with the other ship helping you, the one that's being attacked. And that gives you a much better opportunity to capture these ships. Hopefully, that ship does not destroy the pirate ship. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to capture it. It's a little laborious sometimes because, you know, sometimes you spend your $5 grand or 5,500 or whatever it is in the beginning of the game refilling your ships, your troopers, and you're spending the time sending them into battle, and then the ship gets blown up. So you kind of lose those guys, and you kind of waste money. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. It's you know, it's a lot of trial and error sometimes before you get the hang of it. Like I said, I've only captured 4 ships, but that was, you know, sometimes you need a little bit of luck on your hands as well.
Unfriendly target acquired.
Oh crap! Ah, he's 80. Damn. I won't be able to capture. He's got 80 crew, so there's no way I can. Yeah, there's no way. Let me see. One of these guys maybe. Another 80. And this guy... Oh, 20... no, I can't do 26 either. Wow. Oh, Shanghai. Him I can do.
Yes, sir. Fire at will command execute.
No, this guy. Don't worry about him. Him. Alright, I want to see if I can capture the Shanghai. Oh, wait. Alright, grapple.
Yes, sir.
Alright, there we go.
Target.
Let's sending our troops in.
Roger that, sir. Boarding party transporting.
Alright, so there's my 10. Let's go the second wave. Third wave. And he's down to 0, so I might be able to take him. Come on. Nice, we got the ship. Alright, I have to ungrapple now because I have to kill this thing. So we got the ship. Actually, let me see if I can loot it first. I need to loot it first. Nope. Loot. Alright, let's loot. Equipment. Get that. Commodities. Get that. Systems. Get that. Quick loot that. I think we're done, right? Got everything. Alright, I'm getting my ass kicked here. Alright, so I got the ship. I need to take it back to a base now. Alright, come on, die already. At least I'm being helped here, so... So we captured a ship. Now we have to tow it back, so this should be a heck of a lot of fun. You know what? You guys can kind of Take care of him.
Target eliminated.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
Mission complete.
Nice. Alright. Give me some extra goodies. Nice. Blueprint. Nice. Alright, where's my ship? Alright, let's go. So, we're gonna grapple. Nope. We're gonna grapple it.
Activating grappler.
And we're gonna go to Crab. Where do we go? Bordeaux. Vigo. Port. What's closer? So we got our ship. We captured it. Crap. Where are we gonna go? That looks like a longer trip. Let's go to Bordeaux. You know what? This place is a little more defended, Vigo. Let's go to Vigo. Let me see. I think that's actually a little further, right? Yeah, you know what? Bordeaux.
Yes,
Bordeaux's
sir.
closer.
Acquiring new coordinates. Transferring all.
Alright, so
available
basically
powers
in the
engine.
beta you were not really able to PTE with the ship behind you. Let me see if you can kind of see it. So you can kind of see the ship being fair, you know, behind me. See, I'm being attacked now already. Crap. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I hope they didn't destroy my ship. So this is what happens when you try to ferry a quad ship behind you. You basically get attacked by everybody. So can I actually make this? Alright, there's nobody else behind me. I hope I still have it. Alright, so let's cross our fingers. I hope I still have that ship behind me.
Unfriendly target
Crap.
acquired.
Crap, see? They're not gonna let you kind of board here. Let's see. Nice! There we go. We got it. So, as soon as you dock with the ship, it'll ask you to either sell it or garage. I'm always gonna put it in the garage because there's more stuff to loot from it. Guessing this guy right here. Alright, now in order to take its, in terms of cargo, you have to take its cargo right off the bat when you're in space. Otherwise, if you dock with it, with the cargo, you lose the cargo. The next thing is to take some of its weapons. So the only way to take its weapon is to transfer command. So basically, you're switching your ship for this ship. And you can basically switch to any of these ships. But I have to first transfer command to it. And now I have the ship. It's a little beat up, but that's okay. And they have, what is this? SPR. So they have a regular SPR. So in order to kind of take that, I'm going to just unmount it. And I have an SPR. So I took its weapon. Here's the SPR. So now I'm going to switch back to my ship, the Taurus. And my ship is okay. Let me rearm myself. And we have a ship. So once you take all the parts away from the ship, this is basically the bare bones ship that's left, and you can sell it for 71 grand. If you keep all its weapons, it'll sell for, you know, a couple $100 grand. What I wanted was to take its weapon away so that I can use it for myself. But unfortunately, this was the only thing that was there, which was the crappy old version of the railgun that I started the game with. Average damage, 24, yeah. So this you can sell. Did I get, I think I got this too, right? Yeah, I got these two weapons from, this one I got from space, when I looted it in space, and this I got, while transferring command to it. So that ship has no weapons anymore. Again, I kept these in my garage so that you can see them. I have no intention of keeping any of them, so I'm going to just end up selling them right now. So is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So I should make 350 grand. Yes. Sell that. Sell that. I have no use for these crappy ships. So that's the end of my garage. I should have 1.6 million. So as you can see, it's very lucrative to capture ships. It's fun. You kind of have to know what you're doing a little bit. It took me quite a bit of time to actually get it just right. The grappling really helped because it kind of, I don't know whether it confuses the security ships or whatever the case is, but they don't really fire at that ship once you grapple it. And then you basically, you can sit around waiting for that ship to have less hull and then grapple it so that the other security ships don't fire on it. So I basically ended up using 17 of my troopers. So I'm going to rehire. And I need another 600 grand. So that was it. That's the capturing a ship, which is actually pretty cool. Another thing that I haven't shown you yet, and I kind of ran across this while I was at Hamilton. There's something called a riftway, which is another way to travel long distances. So there is a riftway from Hamilton all the way down to, I think, to Dosair. So there's it's green. It's basically, it goes like this, and essentially you're the one in control of it. It's sort of like a little mini game type of thing where you, instead of going through a T-gate or a wormhole where it just does it by itself, you actually control your ship through the riftway. You can leave any time. It's got a very strong gravitational pull, and I will probably end up showing you that in the next episode. I'm thinking there are a bunch of riftways. I don't know why it's turned off, or the ability to kind of see them, but there are a bunch of riftways all over the place. There's one from Hamilton. It kind of goes around down to Dosair. There is another riftway that goes from Hamilton straight across up here. There's another riftway that goes from this area, from Alameda, straight this way. All you have to do is just kind of enter the riftway, and you control your ship. You know, there are positive and negatives with that. There are actually people that sit on the or pirates that sit on the riftways and wait for you to kind of pass by them and they attack you. So there are more elements to this game that make it really fun, but one of the best ones were the capture of ship. So I'm going to keep trying to do that, but as you can see, those missions, the rescue missions, are the ones that really allow you to capture ships, because it's you and the other ship versus the one ship that's attacking it, the pirate ship. You can kind of just fly around and try to find a lone ship that might just be in an area where there aren't very many security forces, and you can just try and capture it. But the grappling really helps. I don't think I leveled up, did I? Alright, so I need 4 more grand, and after that I'll essentially put my park to field commander and finish this out. So I'll be at 15% on my troop strength. Between the field commander perk and what's the other thing? I don't think this station has it. No, it doesn't. So there are other officers that you can hire that increase your troop strength. If you get them between the officer, the perks, and your number of troopers, you should be able to capture ships that have about twice as many troopers as you do. So ideally, again, you want to shoot down the ship so that the hull is around 50% or so before you send in your troops. That way, even though the number of crew doesn't diminish on your radar, on your screen, the ship does have less troopers for your guys to deal with. So, you know, instead of having 16 that they have to fight on that Shanghai ship, they'll have maybe, you know, 10 or so. So it doesn't cost you as many troopers. But so that's it, guys. That was capture a ship. Hopefully that was fun. It is one of the most exciting parts about this game, and it's, you know, it brings a whole new aspect to it. So I'm going to end this episode here. That was capturing a ship and towing it back to a station. Hopefully you don't get shot at. Like I said, in the beta version, they used to, I think, when you PTE with the grapple, the ship that you're towing was sometimes blew up, or it blew up, you know, 80-90% of the time. So you actually had to go on regular impulse engines, which was a real pain. But with PT, it makes it a lot easier. You will be attacked more frequently while you're towing your ship, so you got to be careful with that. But as soon as you get within range of a station, dock as soon as you can and put it in your garage, and you're done. So that's it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you had fun. That was a quick little, you know, capturing a ship introduction, and go out and try it yourselves. It's actually a lot of fun, but you need a bunch of parameters that you have to be aware of. Otherwise, happy hunting. So thank you so much for watching. I'm Merlin1977. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.